Good morning, students. Last time we had discussed centroid, medians and centroid, in center and in circle, altitude and orthocenter, and circumcenter and perpendicular bisectors of the triangles. Also, we had discussed congruency rules of two triangles. Today I am going to solve few questions on that congruency rules. Some of the questions we will take as a theorem, and after that we will solve few questions from the exercise. See, if this is a line segment, AB is the line segment with endpoints A and B, and when we draw its perpendicular bisector. So what is the perpendicular bisector of any line segment? That will be a line which is perpendicular on the line segment and bisect it, means divides it into two equal parts. Means if this line PQ is the perpendicular bisector, PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB, then this point where this PQ intersect AB, suppose that this is L will be midpoint of AB. Why? Because it is bisector. So PQ divides AB into two equal parts. Okay? See, here AB is the line segment and PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. How many points here on PQ? Infinitely many points. Take any point on it. Suppose that this point C lies on PQ, that is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Then its distance from the end points of this line segment. Line segment के end points A and B हैं. C की distance from A, that is AC, and C की distance from B, that is BC. This one BC. Okay. Distance of this point from the end point will be same. These two will be equal. That is the theorem. What is the theorem? Distance of any point lies on the perpendicular bisector of any line segment from the end points of the line segment will be always equal. Okay, so what is the theorem? Distance of any point which lies on perpendicular bisector of any line segment from the end points from the end points of line segment will be equal. Okay, so what is given here? Here it is given that PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB and C lies on PQ. PQ. So what we have to prove? To prove that distance of this point C from end points of AB, means from A and from B, that is CA and CB, are equal. CA equal to CB. This C is any arbitrary point on the line PQ, and PQ is what? Perpendicular bisector. C may be anywhere on the perpendicular bisector of AB. Then the distance of C from endpoints of line segment AB means from A and from B must be equal. Okay? See, we have to prove CA is equal to CB. Now I am going to prove this. See, it's true. See, we have two triangles here. One is CLA and another is CLB. So in triangle CLA and triangle CLB, you can see CL is common in both triangles. This CL is common because CLA and in CLB this CL is common side. That's why we can say that CL is equal to CL, that is common side. Okay? And see, this PQ is what? Perpendicular of AB, that is perpendicular bisector. Means perpendicular of AB means this one is 90 degree and this angle will be also 90 degree. Okay? So we can say that angle CLA equal to CLB. Okay? Because PQ is perpendicular on AB. Okay, that's right. Okay? Both are equal to 90 degree. Now, this PQ is what? Perpendicular bisector of AB. Perpendicular bisector means it divides this AB into two equal parts. Clearly this L will be what? Midpoint of AB. L will be midpoint of AB means AL must be equal to BL. If length of AB is 10 cm and PQ divides it into two equal parts, clearly length of AL will be 5 cm and length of BL will be also 5 cm. Clearly AL is equal to BL. AL equal to BL because PQ is bisector of AB. That's why. Okay? Now see, this side, this angle and this again side. By side angle side property, these two triangles will become congruent. Okay? By side angle side property. So triangle CLA is congruent to triangle CLB by SAS congruency rule, because two sides and included angle of one triangle are equal to corresponding two sides and included angle of another triangle. Then by SAS congruency rule, these two triangles are congruent. And when two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides and corresponding angles will be equal by CPCT. Okay? So from here we can say that CA will be equal to, इस CA के corresponding क्या होगा? CB. This is by CPCT. CPCT stands for, in class 7th you have read this, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay? So by CPCT, when two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. Corresponding parts, in two triangles there are two types of parts, angles and sides. Means if two triangles becomes congruent, then their corresponding angles and corresponding sides must be equal. Clearly, corresponding to CA, there will be CB in another triangle. Clearly, CA will be equal to CB. So, CA will be equal to CB means distance of this point C from the end points of AB are equal, and the C lies on PQ, and PQ is what? Perpendicular bisector of line segment A. So from here we proved here that if a line segment is given, its perpendicular bisector is given, then on the perpendicular bisector, if we take any point, there are infinitely many points on the perpendicular bisector of any line segment, that point must at the equal distance from the end points of that line segment. Got it? So that is very important theorem for you, because we will use this statement, this theorem to solve any other questions, any other problems. Okay? So now I am going to prove another theorem. See, this is a triangle ABC. Actually this is isosceles triangle. Suppose AB and AC are equal. See, in any isosceles triangle, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. These two sides AB and AC are equal. Then angle opposite to AB is angle C, and angle opposite to AC, that is angle B. They will be also equal. In this triangle, it is given that the two sides AB and AC are equal, and we will prove that angles opposite to these equal sides, they will be also equal. Means, what is the theorem? Angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. What is given here? See, it is given here that in triangle ABC, in isosceles triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. AB equal to AC. Okay? To prove, what we have to prove? We have to prove that these two angles, angle B and angle C, they are also equal. Angles opposite to equal sides. Okay? For proving this, we have to construct something. कभी कभी स्टेटमेंट्स को प्रूफ करने के लिए कुछ अलग से कंस्ट्रक्शन करने की रिक्वायरमेंट है. कभी कभी डायरेक्ट प्रूफ हो जाता है, इन कभी कभी अलग से कंस्ट्रक्शन करना पड़ता है. ओके, सो आई एम गोइंग टू कंस्ट्रक्ट समथिंग देयर. सी, वी हैव टू ड्रॉ एंगल बाइसेक्टर ऑफ एंगल ए. ड्रॉ AD. Draw AD, which is bisector of angle A. Now see its proof. अब देखो, this AD is what? Bisector of angle A, means it divides angle A into two equal parts. किसी भी एंगल को बाइसेक्ट करना हम लोग सीखे हैं क्लास 7th में इन कंस्ट्रक्शन चैप्टर. एंगल, गिवन एंगल को टू इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करना हम लोग जानते हैं. गिवन लाइन सेगमेंट को टू इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करना हम लोग जानते हैं. ओके, सो बाय यूजिंग दैट मेथड वी कैन डिवाइड दिस एंगल A into two equal parts, and that line is AD. Means this angle and this angle, the two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. Okay, and you can see now. See, in triangle ADB and triangle ADC ADC, ADB and ADC. In these two triangles, you can see AD is equal to AD because this AD side is common in both triangles. This is common side. Common side. Okay. Now see this angle DAB is equal to DAC. These two angles, this one and this one, these two angles are equal. Angle DAB equal to angle DAC. Why? Because AD is bisector of angle A, means it divides angle A into two equal parts, and that parts are DAB and DAC, so they must be equal because AD is bisector of angle A. AD is bisector of angle A. Okay, by our construction, okay, got it? Now AB equal to AC, AB equal to AC, it is given in the question, given, because the given triangle is isosceles triangle in which AB and AC, the two sides are equal. So again you can see in triangle ADB, side AD, side AB, and angle included between these two sides DAB are equal to side AD, AC, and angle included between these two sides DAC. So by side angle side property, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC by side angle side property. Okay, and we know that if two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are equal. Parts means their corresponding angles are equal, also their corresponding sides are equal. Here we want to prove angle B and angle C, they are equal. See, these two triangles are congruent now. Now angle B and angle C, they are corresponding angles. Angle B and angle C are corresponding angles. Clearly angle B is equal to angle C by CPCT, because now these two triangles are congruent, and because two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts will be equal. Got it? So from this theorem we conclude that in any isosceles triangle, angles opposite to equal sides must be equal. Okay? Now converse of this theorem, that is also taken as a theorem. In this question, in this theorem, what is given? Triangle is isosceles. Two sides are equal. And what we had proved here? What we have proved here? Opposite angles of equal sides are equal. So in the converse theorem, converse statement, होता क्या है कि एक थ्योरम होता है और एक उसका कन्वर्स होता है. तो थ्योरम में, किसी भी थ्योरम में दो पार्ट्स होते हैं, वन इज गिवन एंड अदर टू प्रूव, जो हमें प्रूव करना है. तो कन्वर्स स्टेटमेंट में ये इंटरचेंज हो जाता है. मीन्स किसी थ्योरम में जो गिवन है उसके कन्वर्स में प्रूफ करना होगा, और जो किसी थ्योरम में प्रूफ करना है वो उसके कन्वर्स में गिवन होगा. इन दिस थ्योरम यू कैन सी व्हाट इज गिवन. The triangle is isosceles triangle. In a triangle, the two sides are equal. और क्या प्रूव करना है कि टू उसके अपोजिट एंगल्स इक्वल. तो इसके कन्वर्स में क्या होगा? एंगल्स इक्वल हैं, आपको प्रूव करना होगा कि उनके अपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल. मींस व्हाट विल बी द कन्वर्स ऑफ दिस थ्योरम? इन एनी ट्रायंगल in which two angles are equal, sides opposite to that two angles must be also equal. Means sides opposite to equal angles of any triangle are equal. So write down the statement of the theorem. theorem. Sides opposite to, see in this triangle ABC, what is given here? Angle B is equal to angle C. These two angles are equal. We have to prove sides opposite to them. Angle B के opposite side AC will be equal to angle C के opposite side AB. So sides opposite to equal angles of any triangle are equal. Okay, sides opposite to equal angles of any triangle are equal. So what is given here? It is given that in triangle ABC, angle B equal to angle C. We have to prove that the sides opposite to them, AB and AC, they must be equal. We have to prove this. For proving this, again we have to construct something here also. The same thing. Draw the angle bisector of angle A. See, आप देखो ये जो एंगल बाइसेक्टर AD मैंने फॉर्म किया वो डॉटेड लाइन दिखा है. See, that is not the part of the given. Okay, that's why जब भी हम कंस्ट्रक्शन करेंगे और जो भी हम कंस्ट्रक्शन करेंगे, we have to draw that line in dotted way, in dotted line. Okay, तो dotted line दिखता है तो ये पता चल जाता है कि that is the part of the construction, that is not given in the question. Okay, that's why उसको अलग करने के लिए given से और कंस्ट्रक्शन जो हमने अपनी तरफ से किया उन दोनों में डिफरेंस दिखाने के लिए जो भी कंस्ट्रक्शन आप करोगे वो डॉटेड लाइन से, डॉटेड पॉइंट से दिखाओगे. ओके, दैट्स व्हाई एडी जो हमने बाइसेक्टर बनाया एंगल ए का, दैट इज बाइसेक्टर ऑफ एंगल ए. ड्रॉ एडी बाइसेक्टर ऑफ एंगल ए. तो इसको मैंने डॉटेड लाइन से लिखा है. बाइसेक्टर मींस दिस एंगल and this angle. These two angles will be equal because it is the work of bisector of any angle to divide that angle into two equal parts. Okay. Now see its proof. See, in these two triangles, consider there are the two triangles ADB and ADC. In triangle ADB and triangle ADC, you can see this angle B and angle C are equal. Angle B is equal to angle C. It is given. It is given. Okay, and this angle DAB and DAC, these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. This angle and this angle. Angle DAB equal to angle DAC. These two angles are equal because AD is bisector of angle A by our construction. Okay, and you can see this AD, this line segment AD is common in both triangles. AD is equal to AD. AD is equal to AD. Common side. Common side. Clearly, in these two triangles, these two angles and one side are equal to corresponding angles and the side. So by A, yes, because this side is not included between these two angles. That's why what convention rule here? A, yes. So by A, yes convention rule, and we know that AAS convention rule is applicable on triangles. ADB is congruent to triangle ADC by AAS convex, because AAS is actually the corollary of ASA. I had explained already this. So AAS. So these two triangles are congruent now, and when two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts, means corresponding sides and corresponding angles are equal. So clearly from here AB and AC are corresponding sides, that's why they will be equal. So AB equal to AC by CPCT corresponding parts of congruent triangles. और हमें क्या प्रूव करना था? यही प्रूव करना था कि अपोजिट साइड्स जो एंगल्स इक्वल हैं उनके अपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल होंगे, मींस AB is equal to AC. Clearly in this triangle the two sides are equal, means this triangle will become isosceles. Okay, so that is also a very important theorem. In any isosceles triangle, angles opposite to the equal sides are equal, and in any triangle in which two angles are equal, their opposite sides will be also equal. Okay, now from here we can say in any equilateral triangle, clearly all sides are equal, will be equal. Then by using this theorem, because two sides are equal, then their opposite angles are equal. Clearly all the three sides are equal, that's why all the three angles will be equal. Okay, so each angle measure will be equal to 60 degree. Why? Because all angles are equal and their sum is equal to 180 degree. So clearly that will be 60, 60, 60. All angles are equal and their sum must be equal to 180. Okay, so in an equilateral triangle, angles measure of each angle will be equal to 60. Okay.